Welcome to Go Detecting. Good morning. Bit of a windy, wet, drizzly, grey old morning, as you can see. Out on my permission in Durham with the Deer Street Roman Road running through it. See if there's anything else this time. I've got my first signal, so I'll just get to show you now. If there's a bit of wind noise, apologies, but the scouring sponge that used to cover up the microphone fell off in the car and I can't find it, so there might be a bit of wind noise today, but I'll get back to you once I'm in the tripod and in the hole. Oh, it was over here. Oh, I seem to have lost it now. Oh, good one. Where is it? Oh, run the machine over it again. Yeah. That's me moving it around. It's over here now. Somewhere. Ah. Oh dear. Ah well. Bit of cut lead to start the day. But like I say, you've got to dig the crud to get to the good. Catch you at the next one. Okay, next find. Some kind of brass picture hook, I think. Used to hang on a reel maybe. Like that. There's the hook. Maybe. Gave a good signal anyway. See you at the next one. Okay guys, this one is a surface one. About there. So instead of getting my spade, I'm just going to use the diggy tool. Oh, it's down here in this pile. Oh, there it is, whatever that is. Need to see what it is. Some kind of rivet or... I'll clean it up and I'll have a quick show you again. Well, cleaned it up, that's what it is. Just a round piece. Feels like lead with a hole in it, but it's not a spindle wall or anything. I think it's just a bit off a machine or something. Never mind. Could have been something good. Like I say, dig the crud to get to the good. Okay, next one's just out of this hole, somewhere around here. It's the problem when you get the camera out, you lose where it was. Oh, what's that? Dog tag or something. Let's just clean it up and I'll get back to you. Well, unless there was a dog buried here, he's lost his collar. It says, I have an identity chip. please scan. What a shame. Would have been nice if it had been a bit older. But, modern tat, bit of a dog collar. Okay, on to the next. I'd literally just filled in this hole, went over it again with a metal detector, and there was another signal near the surface. I haven't even got my gloves on yet. Oh, what's that? Oh, is it a coin? No. God, it must be a dog graveyard, this. I think it's another dog collar. I think the dog lost his collar. So he's had his identity chip on, and no doubt that'll be a name and address. I'll clean it up in the roundup, I won't do it now. On to the next. Right. This signal was absolutely blowing my head off. And it's in here. Oh. Is that it there? What's that? It was actually blowing my head off. Oh no, it's not that. Whatever that is. Bit of red glass or something in the hole. Okay, pottery. So it should be in this clod. Oh. Keep the crops on the top, don't want to damage those. Oh dear. Just as well I believe that's in digging the crud to get to the good. Blew my head off that bit of aluminium, or it's quite bendy. It's probably a bit of sheet aluminium. Okay, never mind. Okay guys, ground's very, very soggy and wet today, as you can see. Big hole, hard to find, but if you can just look there, it looks like a silver buckle. Look at that. How cool is that? Awesome! Oh, hang on, it's not silver on that side. How strange. Well, we'll have a look at it in the roundup. On to the next. Okay. Although the tripod's broken, I still thought we'd try to get a live dig in. So, this one is reading about 80. Turn the speaker on so you can hear it. Don't know if you can. So I'm going to give it a dig. 85, 80, that's what that nice silver buckle signal gave. Put these crops over there so I'm not put those back. Still in the hole a bit. That's it out. Somewhere around here. Oh my word, what is that? I think that is a hair, a rather large chunk of lead. No wonder it was such a loud signal. Look at the size of that. Oh. Look at the size of that lead. Weighs a ton. I don't know if it is anything like an old pot leg or something. I'll have to clean it up when I get back, but that's That's going to weigh me down for the rest of the day. Oh well, see you at the next. Okay, another banging signal here. It's reading 86, 88. Keep the farmer's crops there, stick them back on top afterwards. Don't want to damage his crops. He's good enough to give me permission to come and dig when he has crops in the ground. Least I can do is make sure they go back in the right place. Oh, it's a nice clear signal, it's out. Probably a lump of lead or something. Ooh, what is that? So, have a reveal closer to camera. Oh, let's fill the hole in. Put the crops back on top. That. Give them a chance to grow again. Oh. Let's see what this is. First I thought it was a coin. Yeah, right. But it's some kind of brass screw cap top. See there's a serrated edge along here, and then there's some screw fittings underneath. Unfortunately, looks like it's possibly a boat, a bit off a tractor. Ah, such a good signal. Next time. Okay, so that's after a quick clean. Toasted. Completely toasted. There are a couple of markings I can see just around the edge there. Don't know if you can see them. And what feels to be a raised bust here. Don't know if you can see that in the light. Yeah, I can feel it. It's raised up anyway. But absolutely toasted. So possibly an old George penny, something like that. Okay, on to the next. Hi guys, back home now, ready for the roundup. Here we are. So, these were the finds of today. As you're starting to see, we see, I know you start probably getting sick of me saying digging the crud to find the good, but there we go, that's the crud. All the bits of aluminium can, tin foil, 3 bits of cork today, which was strange, like hot rocks. I don't know, they're given signals of like 70, 80s. Normally the hot rocks and coke give me a signal round about between 20 and 38, but there you go. The huge chunks of lead. My, it weighs an absolute ton. Unbelievable. I mean, there's no real marks on it, but God, it weighs an absolute ton. Here's another unusual lump, all twisted and gnarled and bent. Yeah, imagination can only run wild with what that was used for, maybe. We've got a, which it looks like a cut half a disc of lead that's all bent. And this is a bit of square rolled up lead. And then we have the lead disc with a hole through it. Interesting. Scrap bit of aluminium, quite bendy, or stainless steel, whatever it is. Modern stuff. Bit of wire on the surface. Or a bit of a strap or something with screws in it. This bit got a nice pattern around the holes. It's just plated. You can see it's starting to peel off. So it's pretty modern junk. This piece looks like it's snapped off something again. Bit of machinery. This bit is the one which I thought was a nice coin to start with, and then I noticed the screw thread, and it does have, just wet it so you can see, there's like a pattern with some lettering on, but I'd need my magnifying glass to have a good look at that and what it could possibly is the top of something. Shotty. Only one of the day. A lovely green screw. Over here, some of the more interesting finds. That was the first dog tag to say, I have identity chip. Please scan. Nothing much on the back. And then in the same hole, when I went over it again, the identity chip belonged to Merlin, as you can see there. Merlin. Oh, better cover up the telephone number, don't want people to be ringing them. And on the back, what is it? I'm ID chipped, and then the vet's number, and then I am identity chipped. So Merlin was, I think we're getting the gist that he was identity chipped and his owners didn't want to lose him. Shame they didn't identity chip his collar. Next we've got the picture hook that I found, which kind of, I would have thought in the old days would have clipped onto some kind of dado rail, or the rails that went around the rooms. Honestly, every video I drop something like that, and then the picture maybe, or whatever it would be, hung from the hook. What that's doing in the middle of a field, only we know. The coin, well, it's completely toasted, isn't it? Yeah. There is a raised bust on this side, but you can only just feel it's raised there. Can't really see it. I'm guessing because it's bad condition, it's either a very early 18th century penny or late 1700s George III, something like that. We had this just at the end, but it was so soggy and muddy and I was absolutely covered in clarts. Took ages to find it. It was in amongst coke, iron and all sorts. The DS was going nuts, but it did pick out this tiny little signal in amongst all that rubbish. It was just repeatedly a great little signal, and I eventually found it, and it's a very old 22 caliber 3-ring bullet by the looks of it. There might be 4 if you can, yeah, 4 rings, there you go. Used for, you know, killing rabbits, things like that in the olden days. Maybe it's like the 1920s maybe. And then this was the silver buckle, or gilded. If you look, it's just starting to come off there. It's like down to halfway. There's a distinctive line where it's been kind of, the decorative side's been done, nice and silvery, and they haven't bothered with the back. It's just a normal buckle. So, what age there is to that, I don't think it's old. You know, maybe at a push it might be Victorian. So, kind of late 1800s, early 1900s, but nice to get something shiny anyway. Better than all the other drab ones. So yeah, that was my finds for today. Nothing Roman again. The farmer hasn't got rid of his crops yet on the other field, so just sticking to the old one where the Deer Street comes through. But you know, we'll persevere, and you know, we went over 3. In fact, there was 4 of us on it the other week, and this was still there, and it's still barely touched. So I'll be back out there, I'm sure, at some point. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next Go Detecting. See you later.